little plan from Tyreek Hill?
I think it's a good play. We can see who's faster. If they do the 120, I don't think Tyreek wins. I think they have to find like a good middle ground for this. I think 80. I think 80 feet or 80 yards. I think that's perfect.
I would agree. I don't know. It's I think if it's definitely a shorter distance, Tyreek used to be uh, a track athlete back in high school, so I mean he knows how to run at short distances. But I think if it's a normal Olympic speed like Noah Lyles is accustomed to, I think Tyreek Hill loses that all day. But if it's like a 50-yard sprint, I could see Tyreek Hill winning that because you got to imagine he's not having any helmet, any sort of pads weighing him down like he has on the field. So track close, him and Noah Lyles, 50-yard dash. I don't know. I think it'd be close.
Good possibility too. They're definitely. Yeah, I would agree though. Like you said, the shorter the distance, I would take Tyreek more. But if it's longer distance, I'm going to take Noah.
Yeah,
So
for
you got to
sure.
find that good middle ground for both of them.
Mhm. All right, guys. Who you picking in a 50-yard dash? Tyreek Hill or Noah Lyles? Let us know down below in the comments. But college football is back, baby. Week 1, we got our predictions coming your way. First game on the board, we got the Clemson Tigers taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. 11 a.m. game. That's diabolical. But anyways, that's besides the point. Who do you have in this game?
I'm upset I'll be at work during this game because I will not get to watch the start of it. Georgia taking on Clemson. I'm gonna take the upset. Why not? I'm gonna take Clemson. Yes,
Really?
college football's already started with upsets. Give me the upset here. Clemson shocks the world. Why not?
Man, Florida State going down week 0 against Georgia Tech. That was crazy. I did not see that one coming at all, but it was already a big upset week 1 or week 0, excuse me, heading into week 1. So yeah, we'll see if you're right or not. But I'm picking the number 1 team in the country here. I think the Georgia Bulldogs. They reload every single year. I know some people don't like it because they want to see other teams win. But they've been pretty dominant over the last few years, so I'm taking the Georgia Bulldogs against the Clemson Tigers here.
No, if you're a Bulldogs fan, you want your team to just keep being like they are. I'm just gonna take the upset because why not on this? It's college football. You never know.
Hey, Carson Beck trying to make his impact early because he's been on the All-American preseason watch list, so we'll see if he's going to live up to the hype. So next game, we got Penn State, number 8 Penn State, taking on unranked West Virginia. Who do you got?
I give me Penn State all day on this one. I think Penn State's definitely going to be like a very top contender. I don't know if they finish 8. I think they're looking more at like maybe a 10 spot on
Mhm.
the year. I think they'll fall back. I think they're going to at least have one loss on the year.
Yeah. I'm in agreement with you. I think the Nittany Lions get this W. I don't think it'll be an extremely tough game for them, even though it's at West Virginia. I don't think they'll have a problem at all. I think they should win by 3+ touchdowns, but do not sleep on the Mountaineers. I think they do have a pretty good season overall last year. They had some momentum towards the end of the year, so I think they build upon that and they finished a strong year. At the end of the season, ended up getting a bowl game. So I like this game though. I think it could be fun, but Penn State should be able to easily win this game. Um, so next game we got Illinois State taking on number 25 Iowa. Who do you got?
Give me Iowa in this. Iowa's been dominant. That like it just sucks that they have to play Michigan so much. Yeah, but yeah, give me Iowa easy on this one.
Hmm. I mean, Iowa, can they put up enough points to win? We'll see. But I mean, they've got a dominant defense. They put out tight ends too. Tight end you, and they got a good defense usually almost every year. So I think Iowa wins this one. It should be an easy W for them.
We're gonna get to see the white cornerback Cooper DeJong out of Iowa this year play for Philly, so I think
That's
they'll be
true.
interesting for sure.
Oh yeah. So up next we got Virginia Tech taking on Vanderbilt at Vanderbilt. Who you got?
Give me Virginia Tech. Vandy's never done anything to really impress me over the last couple of years. I'm not gonna take him on this, so give me Virginia
Mm-mm.
Tech.
This is our first, well, second disagreement. You picked Clemson and I picked Georgia. So I'm picking Vanderbilt Commodores here to take. I think they take out the Virginia Tech Hokies here. I just got a gut feeling their head coach If he has another extremely bad losing season, I think he's out the door. So, Vandy fans, you better hope this is your year. And your year, I mean, by winning at least 4 games. So, we'll see what you guys can do this season, but I think you get the week 1 opener. I think you get this one here. All right. So, next game, we got UConn at Maryland. Who you got there?
UConn at Maryland. UConn, I can't remember how well they were last year, but give me Maryland. I'm just going to take them because UConn's not known for football. They are definitely known for a basketball school. So give me UConn on basketball, but not here. Give me Maryland.
Mhm. I mean, I think Maryland wins this game easily. I think it could be a very bad blowout. You got some notable NFL players from Maryland University: Stephon Diggs, Deontay Banks for the Giants corner. So they've got some NFL talent there at Maryland, but I think this should be an easy W for them. We got, let's see, Austin P taking on Louisville. So who do you got there?
Louisville.
Yeah. I think that's enough stud. I think Louisville's able to get that done pretty easily, and I think they're moving on into week 2, 1-0. So I believe that is Indiana State at Purdue, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're going to disagree on this one either. I'm going to take Purdue.
Yeah. I I think at Purdue, especially Big Ten matchup. Yeah, I think Purdue is able to win this game easily. Moving on to the next matchup, though, we got Kent State at Pittsburgh. Who you got?
Give me Pitt. Pitt's been good here and there over the last couple of years, like breaking up into the top 25. Yeah, give me Pitt.
Yeah, I'm in agreement there with you. I think Pitt continues to roll. They build off of last year. I mean, a few years ago, people, they had Kenny Pickett, and they had a pretty good squad with Jordan Addison before he transferred to Southern Cal. So uh, I think Pitt is easily winning this game. And as well, I'm taking Navy in this one. I think they're able to win that game pretty easily. What about you?
Navy all the way. Uh, it's not even a competition, in my opinion.
Yeah. Next game, we got Chattanooga at Tennessee. Who you got?
Give me the Volunteers. Easy all day. If they lose this game, then they don't need to be ranked, kind of deal.
Well, you know who I'm picking here. Rocky Top, you'll always be. Yeah, give me Tennessee in this one. I think they handle business easily because it's Chattanooga. You got to beat Chattanooga by at least 30 plus. Nico, first season as the quarterback. We'll have to wait to see what he can do. Should be able to beat up on those boys. All right, next matchup. We got San Diego State taking on Oklahoma State. Who you got?
Give me Oklahoma State on this one. I mean, they got them ranked for a reason, and South Dakota State, I haven't heard from in a lot, except for on rebuilding dynasties on college football.
Yeah, I'm taking Oklahoma State here. I think it's an absolute massacre. This might be the biggest blowout of the entire week 1 matchups. Ollie Gordon, remember the name? I know y'all probably have heard him by now. He's going to be a Heisman finalist for sure this year. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati game at home. I'm taking the Bearcats here. Cincinnati should be able to roll over them.
Easy, easy dub.
All right, we got Washington State at home. Next matchup at 2 p.m. I've got them advancing as well. I think they easily win that game.
And I'm in agreement as well. A lot of these games are
Akron,
give me
Akron at
gives.
Ohio State though. Upset alert? No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
No, Ohio State all day.
Yeah, Ohio State rolls over Akron easily. We'll see Quinshon Judkins at a backfield. I'm very excited to see if the Buckeyes can finally beat Michigan this year after Harbaugh leaves and everybody else. So we'll see if Ohio State lives up to the hype because Ryan Day is on the hot seat if he cannot win with these highly recruited players, and they got a lot of the transfer portal as well. So it's their year or bust. Colorado State at Texas. Who you got?
Texas. I hate this week. All the gimme games.
Yeah, Texas, number 4 Texas. I think they handle business easily. They should not struggle against Colorado State at home. So we got your Gators here at home taking on the Miami Hurricanes in a top 20 matchup. You got
Give
the
me the
Gators.
Gators. Gators gonna shock the
Ooh,
Canes. The Gators haven't lost
okay.
a home opener in like 25 years.
Mm, well, that might help you out, but I am rolling with the U. I think they take care of business at Florida. I mean, they're ranked 19th in the country for a reason. We'll see if they live up to the expectations. A lot of people are penciling them in to win the ACC.
Just a very good shot, especially with Florida State losing to
Hmm.
Georgia Tech, which was a big upset. There's a good shot at they could be the crown king of the
Yeah,
ACC this season.
I agree. We got FIU taking on Indiana. Who you got at Indiana, by the way?
Give me Indiana.
Hmm. I'm in agreement here. I think Indiana takes care of business at home. I don't think they should struggle much versus FIU. They got some pretty good recruits coming into their program this year. Next up, we got UTEP at Nebraska. Who do you got here?
Give me the Cornhuskers.
Yes, sir. At home, Nebraska should not struggle at all. I mean, they got Mr. Patty Mahomes 2.0, if you will. They're saying their quarterback may be the next Patty Mahomes, same number. He looks like him, and Dylan Raiola could very well be Patrick Mahomes in college, but we'll have to wait and see how he plays for that Nebraska squad.
Do
But
you
I'm
know?
taking Nebraska as well
Do you know why he wears number 15?
because of Patrick Mahomes, of course.
No, he wears it because of his favorite college quarterback, Tim Tebow.
Really?
Yeah, I found that
I
out. I thought
couldn't
that was
tell by
cool.
the way he mimics Patrick Mahomes with the headband and then the curls, like the haircut as well. But yeah, so I think Nebraska wins that easily. We got EMU, Eastern Michigan, taking on University of Massachusetts. I have Eastern Michigan winning this game in an upset.
Uh, I didn't even realize they were playing that a week. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take UMass. Why not?
Yeah, UMass. Okay. All right, we got ETSU taking on Appalachian State at home. I've got Appalachian State. I think they take care of business at home. Should not be a struggling game at all for them.
Yeah, I think Appalachian gets it done. 100%.
All right, next matchup. We got a lot of games week one, everybody. A lot of
These are a
games.
lot of games. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, man, these
Well,
are a lot of games. All right, we're giving you every single one, though. You guys are blessed. All right, so we got Iowa State at home taking on UND. I mean, give me Iowa State. They shouldn't lose this game.
Yeah,
We got next matchup, Ohio at Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Yeah, give me Syracuse at home. That should be that should be an easy win for them for the Orange. Let's see, is that Kennesaw State? I believe that's Kennesaw State taking on UTSA. Give me UTSA at home. I think that should be. I don't know. That might be a very interesting game actually. Um, but I'm sticking with my gut pick at home. Give me UTSA.
I agree.
All right. Is that the Air Force? Yeah, give me Air Force at home.
I agree.
I don't even know who that team is, who they're playing. But we got Miami, Ohio. Everybody taking on Northwestern. Give me Northwestern in this one.
Give me North. Yeah, I'll agree.
Mm. All right. So we got WIU taking on NIU. So I think give me NIU. I think they've got a better roster overall. And we're just rolling with the home teams right now, guys. So not many road teams winning week one, apparently.
Give me NIU.
Yeah, there we go. Boise State taking on
Georgia.
Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Georgia Southern there from the
Give me
initials I saw.
Boise.
So I'm going Boise State here. I don't think that them boys from Georgia Southern will be able to hang with them boys from Boise. All right. All right. We missed Is there another game above the South Carolina? No, you're good. Okay. Old Dominion taking on South Carolina at home. South Carolina all
Yeah.
day. That should be an easy game for the Gamecocks. We got Marshall at home. I like them taking the W. Um, we got UCD taking on Cal at California. Give me Cal on that one. All
Cal
of
all
these
day.
big D1 programs in the Power Four conferences should be winning their home openers against these small schools, everybody. So wait until week 3 or 4, and then games will be getting interesting. I promise. Okay. UNT versus USA. I'm gonna be real. I don't know either one of those teams. So give me UNT.
Give me USA, baby. USA.
USA. USA. All right. EKU versus at Mississippi State. Give me Mississippi State. I mean, I think they
Mm-hmm.
they got a new coach this year. I think they's gonna have a little bit of um, I think they'll have some momentum starting rolling early in the season. A lot of fierce pregame kind of momentum building up, but we'll see what Mississippi State Bulldogs can do. I think I'll take them. Give me Liberty at home. That'll be an easy game.
Yeah, Liberty. Yeah, Liberty won like yeah, give me Liberty on this one.
All right, we got Richmond taking on Virginia. Give me Virginia at home. That'll be a very easy one for them.
Like UConn, if this was basketball, maybe I would take Richmond, but I'm taking UVA on this.
Exactly. We got Eastern Carolina University at home. I'm taking them as well. I think they win at home. That should not be a loss, in my opinion. We got ID State, Idaho State, I'm assuming, versus Oregon State. Oregon State should be able to win this game by 40, everybody. Um, I think that's that big of a margin. All right, we got Western Kentucky at number 5, Alabama. Western Kentucky. No, I'm playing. Alabama wins this game, guys.
That's not even a conversation.
Yeah. We got Furman at Ole Miss. Ole Miss absolutely demolishes Furman.
Ole Miss might win the SEC this year.
Yeah, they might. UT Martin, former OVC. UT Martin taking on Kansas State. Give me Kansas State. That'll be a wash. We got Arkansas State at home. Give me Arkansas State. I like them. Okay, this is an interesting game, Stash. Okay, so both teams we know here. We got Boston College at Southern Florida. Who you taking?
Boston College.
Boston College? I'm taking Southern Florida, USF, baby. I think they get it done. Yeah, yeah. We're finally disagreeing on a couple of teams now after going through about 10 games of teams that are just gonna lose to these superior opponents. So we got Baylor at home. I believe they should win easily. I don't think nobody would disagree with me in the comments on that. We got UNLV at Houston. I'm taking UNLV here.
Over Houston, really?
At Houston, yeah.
Give me Houston.
Mm, I will see. I'm taking them UNLV. I'm taking their squad right here. I think it could be a close matchup. I don't think Houston at home, I don't think it makes that big of a difference. Oh, we got a little Tennessee Tech action, baby. Tennessee Tech at Middle Tennessee State University. Wings up, baby. Give me Tennessee Tech. Yes, sir. Going with the Golden Eagles.
Oh, all day.
All right, we got SHSU at Rice. Give me Rice here. Let's go to Nevada at Troy. I'm taking Nevada. I think they beat Troy here at home. Just a little side thought, guys. There's probably like 50 games week 1 here. Imagine like a 50 leg parlay and you get everyone right. That would be crazy. Just put like $1 on like a parlay and then it just every one of those hit. That would be wild. Okay, so we got UNA at Memphis. Memphis should be able to beat them bad. Idaho at Oregon. Oregon beats them by 90. Literally. All right. No, this is interesting. Finally, we get some ranked opponents, guys. Notre Dame taking on the Aggies at home. Now, the 12th man is going to play into factor here. At Kyle Field, this will be a very close game. Notre Dame's known for choking. They're known for choking in big moments. So give me the Aggies at home, upsetting the number 7 Irish.
I'm in 100% agreement on this, JT.
Hey, there we go. Fresno State at Michigan, number 9. I think the Wolverines come out superior here. I don't think they lose to Fresno State. All right. We got Alabama AMU at Auburn. Auburn should be able to take care of business there. At home. Come on now, Tigers. You got that one. UCLA at Hawaii. That's going to be a fun game to play at Hawaii. Give me UCLA, though. We got ACU at Texas Tech. Give me Texas Tech in that matchup at home. All right. We got Southern Mississippi taking on Kentucky at Kentucky. Um, that should be a Kentucky victory there, in my opinion. What do you think?
I'm in 100% agreement on that. Kentucky should definitely get that, and it should not be a hard game for them.
Mhm. All right, we got SIU at BYU. Give me BYU. The Mormons are victorious here.
I agree.
Georgia State taking on Georgia Tech after Georgia Tech just beat Florida State at home too. Coming back from Dublin, Ireland, riding the high. Yeah, give me Georgia State and I'm playing. Give me Georgia Tech all day. They'll be able to take care of business easily.
Still shocked they were able to get that dub.
All right. You taking Georgia Tech too? Yeah, easily. All right, we got HCU at SMU. So I'm taking SMU, the ponies.
Yeah,
Give
give me
me
the
the
ponies on
boys.
this.
Yeah. All right, we got Grambling State taking on University of Lafayette. I'm going with University of Lafayette, everybody. At home, they
Give me
should be able to
Graham.
win
Give me the knockoff Packers.
that one. Oh man. Copyright. Nah. All right, we got Louisiana Tech at home. I'm taking them. I think they should be able to win. Raging Cajuns.
I agree.
Okay. We got Tennessee at SDSU. San Diego State University wins this one at home, in my opinion.
Also agree.
I think Utah State also wins at home in a home opener.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then we got James Madison University going on the road to take on CLT. I'm going James Madison.
Give me CLT on this one.
All right. We got Texas State at home. Man, I'm gonna be real, Stash. Some of these universities I've never heard of in my life, so I'm taking Texas State.
Texas State, let's go.
We got SEMO, OVC at New Mexico State University. I think New Mexico State University wins this game.
Give me SEMO.
Oh, okay, a little OVC love. All right, Arizona, number 21 in the nation at home. They'll be able to win that game.
Definitely.
Wyoming at Arizona.
Ar-
Arizona State, excuse me. Yeah,
Arizona State.
they win that game. I agree. Aztecs. Sun Devils, baby. They will be able to win that. We got Weber State at Washington. The Huskies win this one.
I
Washington, baby.
Washington gets it done.
Yeah. All right. Sunday, we got the Trojans from USC, number 23, at LSU. Night game in Death Valley. Give me the Tigers. I think they beat USC at night in Death Valley. That's hard to come out of there with a win.
Give me USC.
Oh, okay. We'll see. We'll see, everybody. And then, of course, Monday night, uh, we have Boston College at FSU. I believe FSU
FSU's not ranked 10
has a
no
little
more.
anger built up, and I think they are going to take care of business.
Yeah, they want a shot at that ACC title, and they can't lose another game, so they better be back and loaded, ready to go.
But yeah. Well, everybody, that wraps up week 1 of college football. let us know what you think. There's some teams in there never heard of, and we'll have to see how they play out. But if you have any other different picks, let us know down below in the comments. But moving on, transitioning to the next topic at hand. All right, NFL running back game. Are you ready? So, who would you rather have? Who is better? Just in real life, not fantasy or anything, just a real life running back. Who would you pick? Travis Etienne or Kenneth Walker?
Kenneth Walker.
Okay, I respect that. I'm in agreement, actually. Alvin Kamara or Josh Jacobs?
Josh Jacobs.
Really?
I can't pick a Saint.
Mm.
I can't.
Oof. I think I'm disagreeing with you. If Kamara is fully healthy, I think I'm picking Alvin there. Brees Hall or Bijan?
Brees Hall.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
agree.
because he's a Falcon. I like Brees Hall's game a lot better.
Kyron Williams or Pacheco? I think this one's pretty close.
I need another year. I really just need another year with Williams, but I'm gonna go Pacheco right now.
Mm. I would agree with you on that, actually. I think Pacheco right now is maybe slightly better, but if Kyron Williams can duplicate his success from a year ago, I would absolutely take Kyron Williams. Derrick Henry or Saquon?
Derrick Henry. Right now, Derrick Henry. Second one's really good, but like Derrick Henry's just a different kind of breed of running back.
Yeah, I would agree with you. We'll have to see the usage with both backs this year. But for right now, I'm taking Derrick Henry. Last one, last one. Joe Mixon or Aaron Jones?
Right now, can be Aaron Jones.
Hmm. Hey, I agree with you on that one. Looks like the only one we really disagreed on was the Josh Jacobs and Kamara one. So uh, let us know down below, guys. Who are you choosing between these two running backs? Um, drop it down below in the comments. But we'll move on to the next topic at hand. We have a question out in Dallas, everybody. Will Dak Prescott get his deal done with the Cowboys before CeeDee Lamb?
Absolutely not. The only way that they get this deal done ahead of time, if that's what they're really trying to do, is if they're just going to have to pay CD whatever he wants. They
Mhm.
get because if not, they're going to let Dak. They're going to let him go and re-sign Dak. But let's not forget, Dak is 31, going into another contract. He's expected to make upwards of over 55 million a year. So I mean that's big money for a QB. So
Big money.
is Dak worth that money? That's the real question.
I mean, the quarterback market's only going to grow exponentially, so we'll have to wait and see. Because quarterbacks are going to continue to get paid at a ridiculous rate. So you got to think, are the Cowboys better off without Dak? I don't think so. I think they're still in prime position to make the playoffs and compete every year with him.
But here's a question also to think about. Say they don't keep Dak and they let him go. Where does he go?
Hmm. Seattle, if Geno doesn't have a good year, he could fill in for him. Um, that's a good question. You could maybe throw nobody in the NFC North. Um, well, unless Sam Darnold is absolutely abysmal, but you have JJ Carthy next year, so that doesn't make any sense.
I've
Um,
got two other teams besides Seattle that
let's
I've
see.
personally thought
NFC. Oh,
about.
Okay, the Rams. He could take over for Stafford.
That was not one of the
Um,
ones I picked. That's a good one
Rams.
though.
He could go. Nobody in the AFC North. Nobody in the AFC South. Nobody in the AFC East. Um, AFC West. Maybe the Raiders. Maybe the Raiders. Raiders, maybe.
That was one of
Um,
mine.
Titans, maybe if Will Levis just does not show any signs of development. But those are the teams that come to mind.
Those are all good. I picked the one that I also had in mind that you did not say was the Giants.
Oh, that's actually a really good one. I like that. And division rival too. Imagine that going to the G, man. That'd be wild.
I still think CeeDee Lamb's going to play for the Packers. Just wait.
The Packers, I would hate that. I would not like that. That would be bad.
Romeo
I'm sure
Dobbs
Packers
and
fans.
Ceedee Lamb with Jordan
Mm,
Love and Josh Jacobs.
just imagine. But yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I think CeeDee Lamb gets the contract before Dak Prescott. I think they're going to try to make sure that that contract gets done before it bleeds into the season. I don't think Lamb would sit week one personally. I don't think he's the type of player to do that. I think Jamar Chase would though. um, but I think they'll try to get the Dak Prescott contract done next offseason after this year.
No, I can definitely see it then. It's got to be get done soon though, because like if they're gonna want to keep him, or they're gonna look at like maybe drafting somebody, maybe
Yeah,
they're only looking at doing a 2 year, not a long year deal with him. I don't know
yeah.
exactly what they're expecting to
And
do with him.
not only that, but you could have a team that could really up the price on Dak, and where Dallas is not willing to pay him that much. Where if Dak gets $7 or $8 million more than what Dallas is willing to offer, Dallas is in a very bad situation because you do not want Trey Lance under center, Dallas. You don't want that. Threw 5 picks in the preseason game.
No, he
So
threw 5 picks. Two like his other stats looked pretty good, but like 5 interceptions is a lot, man.
yeah, it is. But we'll only have to wait and see what happens in Dallas with the Dak situation as well as CeeDee Lamb. Not to mention Michael Parsons needs a deal as well.
Yeah, they got a lot of people to pay.
But guys, let us know down below who needs to get a contract in Dallas first. Moving on to the next subject at hand. Will the Dallas Cowboys make it past the first round of the playoffs this year?
No.
I think it really depends on who they play. But
What
I
team do you
think,
think they play that they get past?
well, I think they could get past Philly if they played them round one. Um, I think they could get by the winner of the NFC South. Realistically, and then anybody else, I don't know. I think that's up for debate. I don't think they could get by Green Bay or Detroit or the Niners. Um, but those other teams I mentioned, they probably could.
I don't see him get past the Rams. Uh,
Really?
no, I think the Rams are gonna be better this year, actually. So
Hmm.
I think Rams have a shot to win their division this year.
Mm.
Like I said, I don't. I'm the Niners are not going back to NFC Championship this year. You're not going to the Super Bowl. You're not going to be NFC champ 2 years in a row in the NFC. Like it's the only last team to do that with Seattle with Russell Wilson and that a Legion of Boom
Well,
defense.
my hot take might stand affirmative. Uh, the conference championships, nobody's going to repeat in them, NFC or AFC.
Because right now, like I said, there's a good shot that the Packers go, or there's a lot of teams in the NFC that could actually end up making it.
Yeah,
The Falcons could be a team that just runs wild this year.
true.
So there's a good chance of a lot of different ways it could go.
They've got a lot of competition. Not as much as the AFC, though. That's a juggernaut out there.
Yeah, NFC's top heavy, but man, I don't know. Like you got the Chiefs, but like Lamar can't win playoff games very well. I mean neither can Dak though either. Lamar. I think has a lot of pressure to get a ring this year too. So, but the Cowboys getting past the wild card, I doubt it. I don't think they're getting the number one bye. So I don't expect them to have a bye week. I actually expect Philly probably to win that division personally. The way I've been seeing, I think that's what's going to end up happening. But that's just me. I think they get knocked out first round. I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year, especially if they don't get CD signed.
Let me ask you this, kind of off the dome, real quick. Which one of these AFC quarterbacks have more pressure to perform and go deeper in the playoffs? Aaron Rodgers with the Jets, Josh Allen with the Bills, or Joe Burrow with the Bengals?
I would say Allen out of all three of those. Allen would probably has definitely the most pressure because he
Hmm.
just keeps getting beat in the playoffs. Last year they struggled for like most of the beginning of the year. They had a good hot streak at the end to get them in the playoffs and win the division.
Hmm.
And Tua can't play in the cold, but that's besides the point. So I would
Yeah.
say Rogers. If Rogers doesn't do anything for the Jets, oh well, his career's done. He's still won a ring. He's still a like 4-time MVP. It's whatever. He's gonna be if he can ride on sunset. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Burrow has gotten to the big game at least once, so there's a little bit of credit there. There's a little bit of leeway. He got there.
Mhm.
Thing with Burrow though is Burrow is under pressure to stay healthy this year. So
Yeah.
that's the part for him. He has to stay healthy because if he gets hurt again this year and misses out, him being at arguably a top 3 QB is going to fall to like a top 7 QB
Hmm.
because you can't stay healthy. I can't have you as a top guy.
Exactly. Um, I'm in disagreement with you a little bit, though. I think I get what you're saying with Josh Allen. He needs to win more of these big time playoff moments, especially against the Chiefs. I believe he's 0-3 against Patty when it matters the most. But honestly, I think Rodgers is under the most pressure to go the farthest with the Jets just because they brought him in to win a ring. And yes, he has all these great accomplishments with the Packers, but that's with Green Bay. With the Jets, they have different expectations. They brought you in to win, and if they didn't believe you were going to help them win, then they wouldn't have even signed you.
See, that's the thing because like I understand, but the difference between him being a Packer and a Jet now, but like you also brought in a 40-year-old QB. Like you did that. Don't forget, you're the one that signed the guy.
Yeah.
Allen drafted to win games. Allen has yet to do anything. Allen has no MVPs, no Super Bowl appearances. He has one AFC Championship appearance. That's
Yeah.
all he has.
I mean, let's not forget though, Rodgers, what, he won an MVP was it 3 years ago?
2020 season.
Yeah, so 4. I mean, that's pretty recent. I mean, he's
Oh,
still got a
that's
lot
true.
of talent left in his arm. So I think the Jets do have potential to make a run this year in the playoffs, but ultimately it's going to come down to how, I mean, if how healthy Rodgers can be, but ultimately if how far can Rodgers lead that offense
I mean, I've got him
in the
going to the Super
playoffs.
Bowl. I just think like it's not that much pressure for Rodgers. Allen has to do something.
But
If not,
you gotta think though, with Allen, he's lost so many key components of that team. Do you think that sways the argument at all?
Allen has the ability to. He's got like that Tim Tebow effect. He has the ability to will wins.
Yeah,
And I love
he
that
does.
about him. Allen is one of the
He
best
does.
quarterbacks in the league to watch and to enjoy playing the ball. Playing
Hmm.
ball. But he's right now he's Philip Rivers. He has nothing besides stats
Yeah.
until he gets in like accolades. Like I think I like if you're just talking about out of like how they play get the game and like impressiveness, like Allen's up there. His turnover rate is high and because he's kind of reckless like with his body and with the ball. But like that's my biggest thing with him. He has to get some accolades. If not, he's just gonna be this generation's Philip Rivers.
I would agree with that. He definitely has to show up when it matters the most. We'll see. Will Josh Allen win an MVP in the next couple of years? Because he's competing against some really talented players.
And like that's my argument with Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers played in a terrible era for him because he had so much good talent. Big Ben, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning,
Brady.
Tom Brady, Drew Brees. You had all these huge names that like were throwing the ball for like 400, 450, 5,000 yards all the time.
Breeze.
Yeah, Brees, one of the most
Yeah.
accurate QBs of all time.
So yeah, that's very true. We'll have to wait and see what Josh Allen can do with Buffalo and what the expectations are for that team. But we'll go ahead and move on to the next topic, everybody. So, name an NFL sophomore player that makes a name for himself this upcoming season.
Ooh, okay. Give me. I think yeah, this is an easy one for me. Give me Garrett Wilson.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think with Rodgers being back, and if stays healthy, it's 100% him. He may win. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I think they need to build that connection a little bit more. But I think that he's got a good shot at being one of the top wide receivers in the league.
Hmm.
Like a lot of them fantasy and stuff, they're saying like he's like eighth pick off the board, which definitely could be a possibility because he had over 1,000 yards and I think 7 touchdowns if I remember correctly off the top of my brain,
Mhm.
7 touchdowns with Zach Wilson as his QB.
Mm.
So I mean he should be fine if he's got Rodgers.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, having Rodgers throwing the ball is definitely going to help him a lot. I've got an honorable mention and I've got my pick. Which one do you want to hear first?
Give me your pick first, then we can do the honorable
Okay.
mention at the end.
I've got Dalton Kincaid of the Buffalo Bills. So the Bills passed up on Sam Laporta, everybody, but I do believe Dalton Kincaid is going to make a name for himself this upcoming season, being the primary target with Keon Coleman up in Buffalo. I think Josh Allen looks his way a lot. And hot take, this man, Dalton Kincaid, after this upcoming season, he will be a top seven tight end in all of football. I know it may seem a little crazy, but I think he's going to get a lot of targets. The volume's going to be there, and I think he has a stellar, or excuse me, not rookie, but sophomore season for the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh. All right, now who's the honorable mention?
So the honorable mention for me is a Green Bay Packers wide receiver, Dontavian Wicks. Absolutely love this kid for Green Bay. Great route runner, separation is amazing, and his speed is just electric. So I think he's going to find the end zone more times than not with the Packers this upcoming season. Him and Jordan Love have an amazing chemistry, and it's a lot of fun to watch. So a lot of people didn't know who this guy was heading into the year, but you will after next year. So that's my honorable mention.
I like that pick.
Yes, sir. But let us know down below, guys. Who is a sophomore player in the NFL that's going to make a name for themselves after this year? Moving on to the next topic. So, what do you think on Ellie De La Cruz? 20 home runs, 60 stolen bases, first shortstop ever in MLB history to achieve this.
Absolutely historical feat. Absolutely historical. I mean, it's the first time for a reason. Let's be
Mhm.
real. Like this is absolutely incredible to see in today's game. Like seeing records like this still being broken.
Honestly. In a couple of years, he may win an MVP if he continues his pace and continues to excel at his position. And if the Reds make a deep run of the playoffs one of these days, you never know. But he is one of the game's greatest young players. And I hope he stays healthy. A lot of good baseball players, unfortunately, have injuries that kind of put their career at a halt. But he's been playing absolutely amazing. I love to see it.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a possibility for an MVP in a year or two from it.
Mm. But guys, let us know down below. What do you think about Ellie De La Cruz's historic feat? So we'll go ahead and move on and transition to the absolute last topic of the day, everybody. Got a little game going on. Name a better quarterback than Carson Palmer. So you're going to tell me to stop when you hear a better name, okay? Just Carson Palmer in general at his peak. Yeah. Andy Dalton, Marcus Mariota, Derek Carr, Dak Prescott, Matt Ryan. Oh, you would? Okay. Okay. I respect it. You can hear the rest of the names on the list? Joe Flacco, Randall Cunningham, and Philip Rivers. So would you have picked Philip after Ryan, or would you have picked anybody else? Yeah, that's true. It really is. But little Carson and Palmer respect right there. Oh yeah. Hmm. Yes, sir. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Hope you've liked the video. Share it. Leave a comment down below. Check out the TikTok. It's the same handle, Thunder Sports Pod. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one. We out.
We're out, baby.